okay, where Hebrew Israelites will come out week in and week out, in season and out season, okay, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked realm, okay, to speak about its future downfall and destruction, okay, its annihilation, all right. We come out to let our people know who they are. According to the Bible, the sign here, okay, according to Ezekiel 37, the stick of Joseph, all right, and Judah, all right. In these last days, the Most High is sealing, closing the breach, okay. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right.
Yeah, we're at camp.
Whether they hear or whether they forbid, because we're living in a time where the truth is unpopular, man. It's not popular, and people only know lies because people have been lied to their whole life.
You told me a little bit already.
They've been lied to, and all they know is lies. So when you tell them the truth,
when I see you, I see you. Right? Shalom.
It's far-fetched. You understand what I'm saying? But we're here to bring it out, whether they hear or whether they what? Forbid. All right? And we bring this truth out in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we're going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Wakakadosh. Okay? And we give double honors to our elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. With the spirit and inspiration of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? So that's right. So everybody, all they know is lies, man. So it's now we go, Most High bring us out to fight against the darkness, man. To fight against the ignorance. To shine that light in the land of darkness, man. Okay? True speakers. Light bearers. The righteous Luciferians. Okay? You got a precept, bring out. You got a precept.
I'll start off on Isaiah 60. This is Isaiah 60. Arise and shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon me.
Right, arise and shine. Alright? Because we were dead, man. Valley of dry bones. All right. What's a valley? Where do you find bones? Where do you find bones? In a cemetery, in a graveyard. All right. That's where dead people is. Okay, dead things in the grave, Gehenna. All right, or Shawwal. Right, the grave. That's where we was at. Him that wondereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of what? The dead. Okay? So that's where we was at, man. We had no knowledge, we had no understanding of ourselves, we was out without the truth, we had no heritage, we had no people, we were no people. Alright? The Most High said what? Lord Ruma and Lord me. Meaning, these people, I'll have no mercy upon these people. Alright? Because of our sins. Because of our sins, the repercussion of breaking a covenant and sinning against our God is that the Most High will cast us off. Okay? Will cast us off as a people. Okay? And we would bear the indignation of our God, man. And we see that happening right now. We're destroyed as a nation. Okay? We're separated, we're dissembled, okay? We're scattered, we're speaking all kind of different languages, we're not together, we jealous of one another, we hate one another. We got all kind of demons among us going on because the glory of the Lord and the favor of the Most High has been withdrawn from us as a people. And I'm going to go into this. This is
it's like John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that the light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Exactly. Here's the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, but men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were what? Evil. These people, their deeds are evil. And I said these people, they can talk about everybody, but mainly the Israelites. Okay? We're wicked as a people, because it's flesh. See this chains of darkness? Sin, man. God's all messed up in again. We're still underneath the first covenant. I mean, how can I put it, man? I mean, that's why we need Yahweh Shai. Because the first covenant, we can never make it to the kingdom by the first covenant, because we're not perfect. We can't keep the perfect law of the Most High, because we're in these fleshly bodies. You understand? So we love wickedness. Our bodies are naturally susceptible to evil, man. We think evil. We think evil all the time, man. That's why I said what? That the spirit is willing, but the flesh is what? Weak. We're weak, man, to sin. We're weak to sin, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a brother in this truth and honestly say that you don't think evil, man. From time to time. In your head, you might think evil, man. Adultery, lust demons. Okay? All kinds of demons jump on you, man. Fucking with you. And you trying to do what's right. Alright? Men love darkness rather than light. That's why we needed a new form of salvation. That's why we needed Yahweh Shai, man. Through belief on him. And not so much according to the law. Not so much according to the law. Okay? Alright? We needed to be released from the first covenant. The curse of the first covenant, according to Galatians chapter 3. Read that verse again about the middle of God rather than light.
So John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that the light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
See what I'm saying? Light is come, this is arise and shine. For the light is come. Read that again.
It's Isaiah 60. Arise and shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Right. But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to see the light. Because you can't pour new wine into an old bottle, man. These people, they've been drinking lies their whole life. But they love the lies. The lies is, ignorance is what bliss. So when you try to bring them something new, they don't really want to pay attention to that, man. Especially this truth. The truth is unpopular, man. It's not common, it's not popular. Truth is unpopular. Arise and shine when the light has come. Now we're living in a time where the Most High is about to wrap this up, man. He's about to end this world. The Most High bringing out his science, and when the Most High, we're also part of the science. When the prophets stand out here in the highways and byways We're part of the signs that show that this world, this present age is ending. Alright? So the Most High says it's time for that light to come, man. It's truth. Alright? That's why we are rising. The Most High raising up his kingdom. He's raising up his kingdom in the beginning, and so he's raising up his kingdom in the middle of another kingdom. We're in the kingdom right now, and the Most High's building another kingdom. So when that kingdom falls away, he still has a remnant to start up a brand new kingdom. Okay? So that's what you brothers are, man. We're that temple. We are the kingdom. Alright?
So Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so we're against this place. We're speaking words against this place, man. All these people, they're for this place. They're trying to build on this place, man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to expand this place. They're trying to invest in this place. See all these people investing their time and their energy, their dreams, their aspirations, their livelihood, all depends on this place, man. Their spirituality, their mentality, their physicality is all on this place, man. They don't think about nothing else. This place is the be-all and end-all to them. These people are alive to serve the existence of this place. But we're here to prophesy against this place, man. Of war, of evil, of pestilence, man. And evil. So we condemn this world, man. And why would you not want this world to end, man? Why would you not want this world to end? Especially when you got this type of world coming for us. Okay?
This is Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to the all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
So read that again.
Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever,
Right.
and their dwelling places to all generations.
Right.
They call their lands after their own names.
Right, so this speak about Esau. Obviously the general population of the people, they believe that this place is the be-all and end-all. Or some people might know, let's keep it real. Some people can see that, war, that one day this place will come to an end. About martial law. Some people are privy to this. They're aware of martial law. They're aware of these things. But they don't suspect that niggas is going to be ruling the world to come. They don't suspect it. That's not far away from them. You know what I'm saying? If you were to tell them that Israelites, that these people are going to be ruling over them. Okay? That's the furthest thing away from them. That's why you need faith. To actually believe that the Most High can raise up Lazarus and put him on high. Alright?
This is Psalms 49:12. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings.
You gotta go.
Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perisheth.
Right.
This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings.
Man that is in honor
Abideth not.
abideth not with that girl.
Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perish.
He's like the beast that perishes, man. Okay. Well,
This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings.
right, but that's man right now. Okay? Talking about the ruling class of man right now. Who's the ruling class? Esau. And the other nations. They're in honor right now. Okay? But they're like the beasts that perish. Why are they like the beasts? Because they don't have the knowledge and wisdom of the Most High. Okay? But their posterity approve their sayings. But they don't realize that the Most High has a plan. Okay? They don't consider that the men you see out here in the streets, they're the ones who the Most High is really with, man. The Most High is really with the guys who you least expect. Okay? The Most High is about to destroy this place, man. You've been saying it for years, I know. You've been saying it for years. But the Most High really gonna do it. There's a third world war coming, man. That's gonna end the so-called white man and the other nations. Okay? Go back to Arise and Shine. Arise and Shine. Don't wanna jump around too much. Go back to John 3 and 17.
Start off at 6 and go straight to the second verse.
Hold on. I want him to get it. So go back to the first verse.
This is Isaiah.
Wait.
John 3 and 19. And this is the condemnation, that the light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right, because their deeds were evil. Alright, go ahead. Read on.
That's it. Verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Exactly, but they're not gonna come. If you see the people, they don't want to, they're naturally wicked. They don't see anything wrong with this place, man. Just watch the people. They don't see what's wrong with it. They're all a part of it, man. They're with this place. Alright? Especially our people. They should be against this place. The men are effeminate, the women are masculine. The women are just like men, man. And the men are all submissive to the women. This place is all messed up. You know? So why would you want this place to continue? Why would you want your children to live here, man? Your grandchildren. Why would you want to this, you know, the 9 to 5? And it's not in the Jake spirit to be on the 9 to 5 all the time, man. Why do you think Jakes are short weed and shit like that, man? Or they resort to the streets? Because they know that this system is not for them. I'm not trying to condone what they're doing, but I'm saying I've actually spoken to niggas that do that, and they can't live that 9 to 5 life. They don't believe that that's what life is supposed to be about, man. That they were born into the world just to slave for the rest of their days. You don't want to live a life like that, man. You don't want your children to. You want time to spend with your children. You want time to chill out, man. Stressed out all the time. You get what I'm saying? Like, who the hell wants to work? Like, no, Jake. We're royalty. I know you can't probably fit down saying it's out ego, but we are royalty. Jake is. You see the garments we wear back in ancient times. The garments. Look at the Jakes from West Africa. They wear the shikis, man. That royal kind of apparel. Check out Jake in West Africa, how they dress, man. Traditional style clothing. That's a remnant of how we used to dress in ancient Israel, man. That shikis, the long garments. Okay? The women kind of adorn themselves. They got their head wraps and shit. That's how we used to dress in ancient Israel, very similarly, man. So we're royalty, we're not really supposed to be working. The people supposed to be working are these other nations of people. These Edomites, these Ishmaelites, these other nations of people, they're going to be bound down to us, man. Okay? So we're not supposed to be doing all that. Read that verse again.
It's John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that the light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right. Their deeds were evil. Okay, let's go back to that.
Isaiah 60. Arise and shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon me.
Right, the glory of the Most High is risen upon you. What's the glory of the Most High? It's truth. Alright? And it's risen, okay, to fight against the darkness. But our people hate the light, man. Why? Because they're used to the ignorance. They're used to the blissfulness. Alright? And plus this truth to them is negative, man. When we're out here, we're cussing out the world, and we look really angry and frustrated. It's not an attractive look. Let's keep it real. Alright? This is not something that the average Jake would aspire to be. You know? You're not gonna see little children in school aspiring to be a prophet, man. I wish I could be out there cussing out white people. I wish I could be out there, you know, being really angry and having no friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, being by myself all the time, being frustrated, sad and crying all the time. I wish I could be like that. This is not an attractive role, all right, in the eyes of the average person in the world, man. So naturally, they would hate the light.
Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set up, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
You die again, sir.
Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Right. We're the light of the world. So we're the only true speakers, man. It's good to say that we are the light of the world. The world talking about this age. That's twofold. The world talking about Eon, talking about this age, this rulership. We're the light of this time. Meaning we're the only true speakers. Okay? Really? We're the real school teachers. We're supposed to be schooling our children in the Bible, man, in the ways of their ancestors. Okay? We're supposed to be schooling them about who they are. Alright? The laws and commandments, prophecy. We should be telling them about the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. We should be telling them about the Mosai, his name. The name of Yahweh Shai, the name of Yahweh. Okay? We should be schooling our nation about these things. But it's good to say they hate the light, man. Because they're deep. So it's a battle that we're fighting here, man. It's like a flesh. We're fighting the flesh out here, man. You know? We're actually fighting demons, man. So on the same level. Not all Israel is Israel, man. Not all Israel is of the spirit of the Most High, man.
So Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So that's basically what we're fighting out here. You know, when you open up to the spirit, you see things on a spiritual level. You understand? You know, when you're having a conversation with a person, you can suss out their spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? You can suss out their spirit. We're fighting against spirits out here, man. We're fighting against the flesh. We're fighting against the flesh of other people. You know? So when you're fighting, when we're out here arguing and persuading, it's almost like you're fighting against that person's flesh, because that person there is like a wrestle, man. We're wrestling with demons, man. You get what I'm saying? And the lies that they've been told. We're trying to wash them. We're trying to baptize them, man. But like they're trying to fight. We're trying to baptize these niggas, man. We're trying to make them clean. I mean, Yahweh Shai's trying to baptize them with the word of God. Give me John 15.
This is John 15. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Right, read that verse again.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Now ye are clean through the word that I have spoken unto you. Now ye are clean. Which means what? Before you had the word, before you was introduced to the word, you was what? You was unclean. You was dirty, man. Your ways were dirty. Your mind, your way of thinking, your spirit was unclean, man. You was confused, you was unstable. Now when this word, when Yahweh Shai knocked at your door and you opened and you let Yahweh Shai dine with you, sup with you, then you start getting some good nutrients, man, for your spirit, man. You know, you got the greens, the purple vegetables, you got the pumpkin seeds, you got the ginger, different herbs, man, lemon, the detox you, man, to flush your system. You got the moringa, the spirulina, yeah. You got some omega-3 fatty acid like mackerel and fish. You know what I'm saying? You start eating them herbs, man, to clean you. Yeah. Spiritual herbs. That's spiritual food, man. To strengthen your mind and your spirit, man, to stabilize you, man, to keep you stable. Like a pillow. Yeah. Now, like a house on a rock, man. You're not unstable like a house on sand, man. But any wind of doctrine come and sweep you. Now you, like a tree, man, rooted and built. Because you received the right fruits, man. You ain't receiving no damn Christianity and Islam, fake law, man. You was introduced to this word, to Yahweh Shai, and it made you clean. Give me on, what's up? I want to get. You got a precept. Read that precept.
It's concerning the washing of the word. Ephesians 5 and 26.
Yeah.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
Right, sanctify and make it clean. Sanctify, make it clean, man. Because you jakes are unclean.
That's right.
You think you're clean because you wash yourself from 9 till. You wash yourself right with soap. Take that shower. You think you're clean, you know, you wash your clothes. You know what I'm saying? You wash your body in water. So you think you're clean. When the eyes of the Most High, you're filthy. Your ways are filthy. Okay? You're not in the image of the Most High. You don't look like you represent the Most High, man. You're not living a life that represents the Most High. The Lord is not in all your thoughts. When you do wickedness, you don't even think about the Most High. You don't even think, oh, the Most High could be mad at me. No, you don't even think, you just do wickedness and you just don't even care. You just go about your business. That's messed up. That ain't right. At least if you do wickedness, you have a conscience, man. If you do wickedness and not even care, you're filthy. And you expect the Most High to deliver you. Give me Psalms 119 verse 9.
That's the scripture I was thinking.
One second. This is the same. Okay? Because the Christians got it wrong. They'll say you need to be physically baptized, like dipped in water. That's not the case anymore. That was the ministry that John the Baptist came in. He gave the physical representation of what Yahweh Shai, the one he called Jesus Christ, what he would come and do spiritually. Well,
This is Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed whereto according to the word.
read that again.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So where shall a young man, how shall a young man cleanse his way?
By taking heed whereto according to the word.
Right, so how shall a young man make his way clean? By taking heed to the word. This is going to make your way clean, because when you didn't have this word, you was committing adultery, you was having sex with other men's wives, you was eating all kind of abomination, pork, bacon, shrimp, lobster, all kinds of nonsense. All right, you was like a beast before the Most High, before God. You just did whatever felt good. Feels good, you just do it. If it feels good, you don't care. You don't have got no conscience. You got no morals. But when you take heed to this, that's when it fixes you. It says, no, I can't eat that. I can't do that because it's not right. It's not honorable. God doesn't want me to do that. It's not right. It's not right. When you take heed to the word, it teaches you about what's wrong and what's right. How can you put a definition on what's right and wrong? Go to this.
That's right.